Advanced classification in ABBYY FlexiCapture. We'll talk about the value of classification, different use cases, classification profiles, quality metrics, and we'll talk about a fast development classification solution using company names in FlexiCapture. And finally, we'll talk about the reuse of training results in different projects. So the bottom line advantage is the ability to sort documents on the fly without development. And that will enable a lot of downstream processes, such as enabling field extraction training, and certainly identifying documents that are key to the process workflow, and to facilitate document set integrity checks. So a lot of different use cases, and these are applicable to various industries. The banking and financial services industry for mortgage origination, reinsurance, loan origination. In insurance for claims processing, fraud detection keeps coming up. And cross-industry, doing email automation, service desk automation, and working with HR. When we classify documents, we can just classify based on thumbnails that are visually different. We can also classify based on statistical and semantic analysis. And we can also combine those two. So if we select both image-based classification and text-based classification, we have the ability to say we want to have that be a fast classification. And in that case, if the confidence level is low, then it's going to OCR from the image. So first it'll do the image classification. If the confidence is low, then it's going to go ahead and OCR and do text classification. So you can see how that would be much faster if we can eliminate that OCR step. So if you select thorough, that means that you're going to be applying image-based classification and text-based classification every time. Once you've done that, you can fine-tune with rules. And remember, rules are just like headers in Flexi Layout Studio. They're essentially the same thing. This next slide depicts how image-based classification and text-based classification results can be analyzed and combined to give the best answer, the highest confident answer. It's important to have a representative sample set when you're collecting data for classification. So you want to include poor quality documents as well as your beautiful documents and documents in between. Let's talk a little bit about classification quality metrics. So documents can be misclassified. They can come up as unknown as well. And there's these measurement criterias about recall and precision. So recall, how many relevant items are found, and precision, how many selected items are relevant. We'll be speaking more about those. And then we've got an accuracy calculation where P equals the number of documents where classifier made correct decisions over the number of all documents. And we can look at our documents in this manner where we can divide up which documents were correctly classified, which ones came up as unknown, false negatives, which ones were recognized incorrectly, false positives, and which ones truly didn't belong in your set in the first place. And on this slide, we can classify our precision by looking at how many positive documents we have divided by how many true positive and false positives, and that will come up with our precision algorithm, our precision value. Recall can be calculated by looking at our true positive number divided by our true positive plus the number of false negatives. And that will come up with a different value.